EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Goff now to throw. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Goff. To the right side and intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Even some of the most tenured quarterbacks make mistakes, but I don't think we have to worry about his confidence. He's been through just about everything during his career, so I'm sure he'll flush this and be ready to come back out and make up for his mistake on the next possession.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They easily move into the top 5.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Richardson looking to throw this. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now gone. Open man right side is St. Brown. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face a third down. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw is Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now third down and 6 to go. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You talk about this Lions defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now it's Richardson. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
On the play. And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Niners had 9-7 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them, and they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Richardson working from the gun. Forced out to his left. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Black. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Those are some of the easiest yards this quarterback will ever throw for. He gets it to his man behind the line of scrimmage and then lets him do the rest. He wasn't able to break it for a huge gain, but it was enough for the first down.
Richardson looking to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. And Richardson looks to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First down,
A
Lions.
big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's gone. This pass down the field for Gibbs. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
On for the point after.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
It's the score, Lions 14, 49ers 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And this taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said,
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. That is caught inside the 5. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Gibbs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deep.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Lions take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 21-14.
49ers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
At the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun is a give to Achane. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Richardson going on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Richardson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Richardson looking to throw this. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's a tap forward by Richardson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, this from 46. This is up and good for Pinheiro. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And the drive starts with a run from Achane. Oh, he sheds himself free. Touchdown, 49ers. Devon Achane, 59 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 24, Lions 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off play action. Here's Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Goff. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. He'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
From the 50, it's Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Lopez.
Yeah, they go empty there, and the idea is to just try and hit something quickly, but nothing really materialized, so he changes progression to his receiver on the drag route, but there wasn't much room to be had after the catch.
Here comes second down and 5. Goff now looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Pass complete to Jamari Thrash.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Third down.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is third down. Goff throwing again. He finds his man, complete. It's Lopez. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now Goff taps his forward. That's a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Goff. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
Goff's pass.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Is 3rd down.
Now it's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Lions.
Now Goff. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
At the Niners' 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Goff now to throw. That's complete to Laporta. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Here we go, 1st and goal. He's back to throw. Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. One last throw here for Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
There's certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Now it's gone. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, you can give it to your back, let it pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a tap forward by Richardson. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
A loss of a yard.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Richardson. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Black. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. A stop here is a game winner in overtime. Here comes 4th down. Richardson to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for the Lions, they finished the regular season with another win, their 15th against just 2 losses. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I went deaf on it. Ever since you left me, more money, more cars, more shows. Ever since you left me, more diamonds, more gold, more motion, more. I went deaf on it. I went deaf on it. All I need is one night.
You gon' have to splurge on it.
All I need is one night.
Whip in a purse.
I went deaf on it. Yes, I Fiesta. Drop top G-Wagons, we don't do Teslas. Don't pay for the bag, I pay semesters. I turn dream girls to my new extras. Nice game girls do too. Run through the city like the 2 Live Crew. Got a Harlem broad, got a Brooklyn broad. I ain't come this far just to come this far. A friend to all is a friend to none. So don't push me, press the button. I went deaf on it. I went deaf on it. All I need is one night.
You gon' have to splurge on it.
All I need is one night.
Whip in a purse.
I went deaf.
All I need is one night, one chick, dumb drip. Baby want a piece, call me scrumptious. Baby wanna be with me, call me husband. She was singing on my mic, Teddy Ruxpin. This that 2 Live Crew, first time I heard the flow, they knew I do. Christina Pink, Moulin Rouge, got the 3-piece suit, me blue lime shoes. I went deaf, blew my mood. I just give it. That's you.
I went deaf on it. I went deaf on it. All I need is one night.
You gon' have to splurge on it.
All I need is one night.
Whip in a purse.
I went deaf on it. I went deaf. I went deaf.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit. Boy, I sat down, still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah, with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. We be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it quick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't like it better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene, what it 2 drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. They're quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out. bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, 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 bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yo, what's up? This is Tajay of the Mighty Souls of Mischief crew. I'm chilling with my man Festo, my man A Plus, and my man Oak. You know he's dope. And right now, we're just maxing in the studio. We're hailing from East Oakland, California, and sometimes it gets a little hectic out there. But right now, we gonna up you on how we just chill.
$7 digits, call up Bridget, her man's a plus she got fringe, yo, I can dig it. Here's a swig, you know it's frigid. I got him chilling in the cooler, break out the ruler. Damn, that's the fattest I ever seen. The weather's keen in Cali, it makes it feel like Maui. Now we feel the good vibrations. So many females, so much inspiration.
I get inspired by the too. I'll front you if you hang with the bunk crew. I roam the strip for bones to pick. When I find one and I am gun, take her home and quickly do this. I need not explain this. A plus is famous, so get the.
Hey, miss, who's there? I'm through there, no time to do hair. The flicks at 8, so get straight. You look great, let's grub now. Or go down South Flavor later, there's a theater. We in the gut, the cinema.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Giants. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys, they snuck in as the 7 seed, but they made it, ready to prove that they belong in this tournament. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys weren't able to secure a first-round bye, but they are very much in the conversation as the 2 seed. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by a former first-round selection back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before. And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing, Dart. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. To throw, Dart. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 10-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Black. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Austin. Able to slither by. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatteraboo. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 49ers' 42-yard line.
Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He's got the hook up there, the Natives. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Off the bootleg, it's Dart. Over the middle, complete. That's Frazier. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 16-yard line.
On the draw, it's Scatterboot. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. To throw now, Dart. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Up the middle they go. It's Black. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. Black. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense...
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So the running game gets them all the way down, knocking on the door. They try to pass, fumble.
I think a lot of times you expect pressure in that situation from the defense, so you outguess them or try to outguess them and throw the ball. In this case, it wasn't the right call. The running game, maybe they should have stuck with it.
New York set to take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to... Are we going to milk the clock here? Are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Across the formation, he hits Austin. Still going. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
First down, here's Scatteroo. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Dart going to give to Scatteroo. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Cam Scatteroo taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Richardson off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Up the middle they go. It's Black. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. To the air, Dart. Got him in, it's Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
As the visitors head back out, we take a look at the defensive coordinator for the home team. His guys have a first-half lead, all going according to plan so far, as they look to come up with a stop on this next drive. A give, running right, Achane. Dances by him, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Call that a gain of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They go play action with Richardson. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. From 10 yards out. And the 49ers are back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Pinheiro down to kick this one away. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
First down.
Throwing his Dart. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Scatteroo going to run it out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Third and 2. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, That's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing his dart. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dexter Lawrence. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Wild Card weekend rolling on, 3 games down, 2 more follow this one. Let's go to the highlights. Our tour around the NFL starts now. At Mile High, the Broncos at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And this is Cortland Sutton. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Broncos get it done in dominant fashion. They cruise into the divisional round next weekend. From there, let's look in on the Packers and Bucks from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's Kenneth Gainwell. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Buccaneers are moving on. The number 3 seed takes care of business in front of their home fans. Lastly, time for a look at the best of the best. Here is our Impact Player of the Week, and we believe it has to be this man. And this is Jerry Jeudy. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Browns do, however, wind up falling in this one. With that, here's a look at the updated playoff bracket. 4 games coming up for next weekend's divisional round. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Looking to throw, Dart.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Giants!
Malik Neighbors,
83 yards.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Joey Slye lining up for the point after.
Extra point by Slye is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
49ers 7.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Achane.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Black. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Dart from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatterboot. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter down as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. As the visitors head back out, we take a look at the defensive coordinator for the home team. His guys have the lead, looking to finish strong, and that's been one of his mantras as they get ready to defend this next possession. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Black. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Black. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Scatteroo. And they will get him down behind the line, but a penalty flag comes in late. And I think they got him down by the face mask. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Dart. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll dump this off to Scatteroo. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll run from the gun with Scatteroo. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And losing in this one.